Hey guys, I am 22 Tiger Dude, and I'm here to bring you my movie review for Haywire. So, Haywire, it stars... wait here for a moment. Gina Carano, I hope that's how you pronounce her name. Channing Tatum, Michael Angarano, Michael Douglas, Antonio Banderas, Ewan McGregor, Michael Fassbender, Aaron Cohen, and Eddie J. Fernandez, and I think that's about it, everyone. Yeah. By the way, very quickly, look what I made as a screensaver. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, I actually made all that. Thank you. Okay. And I can't show you this while I'm doing this, or otherwise it'll kind of, flash on you, so I might have to use my little computer for that. But anyways, Haywire is about, well, first of all, I can't really explain the plot because I don't understand a freaking thing that went on in this movie. Sorry, let me go ahead and read off my laptop again. But pretty much the movie, as best I can describe it, Gina Carano, she's been hired to perform these jobs for the government and all that stuff. So, what's it called? Yeah, she just goes out of state. She gets like betrayed and just stuff like that. But let's see. From what the storyline says, it tells us that she's hired out by her handler, the main character, the various global entitles. But after a mission, they rescue hostages in Barcelona, and when the operator goes awry, they do this, do that. She uses all of her skills, tricks, and abilities. She's just pretty much like kicking butt. And she just pretty much goes out for revenge. Alright. My thoughts on the movie though. Okay, after seeing critics giving this movie such good reviews, and after seeing how some of the audience portrayed it, I gotta be honest, I didn't like this movie that much. It was not as good as I thought it would be. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either, It just wasn't what I was hoping for. And this movie is directed by Steven Sonnenberg. I think that's how you pronounce it. Who directed like Ocean's 11 and that recently made Magic Mike. And I was looking forward to this movie, and I was unfortunately disappointed, Well, first of all, the movie, it was a bit too hard for me to understand, Like, for me, I try to follow the plot as well as I can, and not some of the stuff in this movie didn't really make sense. Okay, I could understand advanced plots like Inception, and I could understand The Dark Knight Rises, and, all these movies that everyone else thinks are confusing, but not to me. But to me right here, Haywire was actually a confusing movie. And I could see where they're going with this. I give them credit for trying and come up with something different for the movie. And I give the crew right there credit for that. So at least you guys tried at least. But I don't know. Something just didn't work for me in this movie, Acting's good. Everyone was good here. No problems with the acting, really. It's so good to see Antonio Banderas at the live screen again, since we've been seeing him do anime movies lately, Seeing him do the Shrek movies as the voice of Puss in Boots, plus that recently made DreamWorks animated movie last year, Puss in Boots. So it's good to see Antonio Banderas again here in live action form, but the thing that disappointed me is that there was not enough of Antonio Banderas. And I know he's not the main star, but still, I would have liked to see more Antonio Banderas. Michael Douglas was awesome here too. You know, we haven't seen him since Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps, so it was good to see him again. And then I just saw Michael Fassbender from Prometheus, and yeah, the action scenes are well done. That's one of my positives of the movie. I like the action, although to be honest, they're not like the best action scenes that I've seen. And one or two action scenes, it's so dark that you can't even tell who the main character is punching. Like, it's too dark, or just stuff like that. So that's kind of one of my flaws. But action scenes are like well shot. Fight scenes are nice. The main character really can kick some serious butt right there, and yeah, the action scenes are just like, yeah. One of my other positives of the movie is the score. And if you do not know what score means, the music. The music in this movie is awesome. Very well done to it, whoever composed the music for this. Because the music for this movie, it felt like the good old 70s movie, It gave you that feel. And that's what I liked about the main score to this movie, It was kind of like a 70s type feel to it. And my mom and I were actually having a conversation about it after the movie ended. So, yeah, I enjoyed the score to this movie. The score was very brilliant. I love the score. But, let's see. Like I said, storyline is good. Well, I couldn't necessarily say it's so good, but because it did confuse me, and I don't like when movies don't make sense to me. Plus the dialogue, I'll be honest with you, I tried to enjoy the dialogue too, but some of the dialogue, it just bored me, and what also bugged me was that the characters, some of them talk so low that you can't even understand the words they're saying. That's another thing that bugged me about the dialogue too. Just some of the dialogue bored me, and it was kind of off. And this is an action movie, but really, to be honest, this really is more of a talking movie. And listen, if look, I know a lot of people are complaining about the Bourne Legacy being more of a talking movie than an action movie. But the only difference between the Bourne Legacy and this movie is that the Bourne Legacy actually has plenty of action, It doesn't have like minor action like this movie does right here. No, the Bourne Legacy actually has enough action to keep it going, and it's 2 hour and 30 and 15 minute format. While Haywire, that's the wrong one. While Haywire is 1 hour and 32 minutes. Yeah, see? I got this movie from Netflix, so I'm actually glad I didn't see it in theaters. I would have come out of the theater disappointed. But, yeah. And then what's it called? Okay, I discussed the score, I discussed the plot. Characters are pretty good too. I like the characters, but for the most part, I just did not find the movie that good or that interesting, Like I said, I do give the crew credit for trying. I could tell they were working their hard to make it good, but to me, it just didn't work for me. Plus, some of the scenes, like the scenes where they talk, it kind of drags on too long for me. And after a while, I almost kind of fell asleep during the movie, So it didn't really entertain me that much, And the action, there really isn't a lot of action here, to be honest, Whenever there was action, it'd be like a minor action, So if you people complain the Bourne Legacy is a talking movie, trust me, not compared to this movie. This movie is a talking movie right here. But I think that's about it, So, in the end, I could just say that Haywire, it's really nothing special. I guess if you can understand the storyline and don't mind a movie that has a bunch of talking, then you'll like this movie. But if you're like me, you got confused and you weren't really that interested in the storyline, then you probably won't like the movie that much like me, So, But in the end, I'm going to give Haywire 2 out of 4 stars. I'll give it 2 out of 4 stars because it just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, you know? I was actually excited to see this movie, and then it finished and I was disappointed. The ending to the movie, however, was actually pretty funny. Not going to spoil it why, but you just have to see why it actually made me laugh, kind of. It was actually pretty funny. Alright, you guys, if you've seen Haywire, comment below and let me know what you think of this movie. Did you like it, hate it, love it, find it okay? Let me know. Did the story interest you? Did you understand the storyline? Did it confuse you? All that stuff. Subscribe to me. I'm 22 Tiger Dude. Like this video, share this video, and goodbye, everyone.